Hi there, it's another tarot sesh for Scorpio. I'm the Can Astrologer. My name is Abby, and this is your April 2025 monthly moon message, monthly moon reading. So we're going to get started here for Scorpio. Higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good, so mote it be. This is the Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle. And welcome back to all of my returning subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please smash that subscription button. Also, really appreciate if you hit the like button as well, if any of this message resonates for you. And then you can always drop a comment in the comments below and let me know how it resonates as well. It really helps the channel grow. Okay, so the energy going into this is thrivebriety, tolerance. So it's like you were tolerating a situation, or having to exercise. I meant to also say this is for sun, but especially moon, Scorpio moon signs. But sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Mars, of course, but especially if you have moon placements within Scorpio, this reading is for you. I don't know. It was a really strong message at the beginning of this. But thrivebriety, so this is like a tolerance for a person, a situation, or somebody has been exercising tolerance towards you. So take it as it resonates. But I feel like it's for especially moon signs, it's more of you exercising tolerance towards another person. Top of the deck, we've got Umoja, Starseed. Scorpio, you are a starseed. Some of you could be starseeds. She's, this is like she is like the star card in the tarot, and this is like can be Aquarius energy, but also this could just be like, Scorpio, you are a star. You know, you are a star seed. You inspire people through your grace and your beauty. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female. You know, every masculine has feminine qualities and vice versa, right? In fact, we've got a masculine on the bottom of the deck and a, feminine on the top of the deck. So I could be talking about any and or. Also, there could be a masculine tolerating a situation, with a feminine or something like that. But I feel like for many of you, you've got like these star qualities. You're very healing. You bring hope and healing to situations. And you may have been tolerating, somebody's treatment towards you or something like that, or parts of a situation. And so, starseeds come into our lives for a reason. And that is to bring us messages and lessons which become blessings. I know it doesn't always seem like it at first, but the lessons become the blessings, right? So now we're going to pull celestial bodies. This is the astrology portion of it. Let's see what we got for Scorpio for the month of April 2025. Now, for my returning subscribers, you guys know that at the end of every year, I do a full moon predictions reading. And then we journal everything and then talk about it as each month goes along. And so we're going to go through all of that at the end of this reading. What do we have for Scorpio, please? Scorpio. Look at those cards just wanting to slide out. Underneath the deck, we have midheaven. So this is like your rising sign. So for others of you, like I was saying, Scorpio moon was coming out strong, but also your midheaven, which is like your rising. Okay. Well, actually, that's your ascendant. Sorry, what am I talking about? Your midheaven is like it's like your midpoint. Just when you look up your chart, look up what that is. Look up what that is, because that could be of significance to this message. And then we have the number 22. So some of you could be 22 years old. The number 22, I mean, it's like a double-digit number, so it's a divine partner number. soulmate, soulmate energy, but also 2 + 2 = 4, and 4 is all about stability, and also like stability within a home, 4 corners, of a house, home, apartment building, even a business, something like that. Stability, 22. So midheaven, maybe somebody's midheaven is at like 22 degrees. I don't know if that's possible. But well, could be. All right, so something also the 22nd of the month, April 22nd, could be significant for Scorpio. What do we have for Scorpio? The song that I had on pre-shuffle for you when I was getting the cards together, Scorpio, it's called Lioness by ZZ Ward, and it's on her song, or on her album Liberation, which is interesting. I think did I say that earlier? I was talking about liberation. But it says, my hands are tied, ain't no mercy for mothers. Some of you could be like single moms. You threw me out at my most vulnerable, just like this, just like the trash on the edge of the sidewalk. You left me there, darling. Leave this to know. I'm not ashamed of who I've become. This brand new rhythm, it makes me feel like I'm far from done. I'm stronger than I've ever been before. Lioness. So the song is called Lioness. You could be a lioness, you could be a single mom. There could have been a situation where you felt like somebody, kind of threw you out. And maybe it wasn't like you were thrown out. Maybe it was like you actually walked out, but it was because you were being treated like, trash on the side of the sidewalk. Maybe somebody talked to you the wrong way. I'm telling you, for those of you following my channel and that have been watching me for a long time, you guys know that I'm a super Scorpio. I have Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Uranus. I'm sorry, Sun. I can't even talk right now. Sun, Moon, Rising, Uranus, Juno, and Vesta in my chart. All Scorpio placements, right? Very strong placements. And, yeah, you don't talk to us the wrong way, especially if we've been nothing but good to you. And so, but here's the thing. It's like, we're not ashamed of just moving forward and moving on. There's no need to stir the pot. There's no need to, go out for revenge. It's like, for those of us on the spiritual path, we know that there's a reason that we just, we were meant to be in that situation, and now it's time to keep on keeping on. That's the lioness in us, and so we keep moving forward. And so that's the energy I'm getting off of that, being stronger than I've ever been before. So I like it. And some of you could be like, this could be your glow up into that starseed energy, that star energy that we're seeing here, because you tolerated some kind of a situation. The 22nd could be significant. And then underneath the deck, we have the Fool. The Fool is starting something new, taking a leap of faith into something new. You guys could have taken a chance, taken a gamble, taken a leap of faith, taken, just stepped into a new direction, taken a new job, something like that, right? And you're moving forward. And that's what that's all about. Okay, so what do we have for Scorpio, please? Let's get 3 cards for Scorpio. So our full moon this month is on the 12th. It's at 5:22 Pacific Daylight Time. It's called the Libra Pink Full Moon. Yeah, somebody is definitely walking away. Okay, and we're going to clarify here. So what I'm seeing, and I feel very strongly, like for many of you, this has already happened. It's like laying down the storyline. I'm looking at judgment. Somebody made a judgment on their soul. Like, it could be judgment on another person. Somebody could be making a judgment about you. But I feel like this was, 9 times out of 10, this is a judgment for, like, what is it that your soul desires? What is it that you truly want to do? And somebody had to make a decision. And it could have been in, well, somebody could be a Queen of Wands. Upright, which I like. This is somebody who's very passionate, very good at what they do. It's very magical energy. They could practice magic. She can be a single mother, but also, if not no children, very independent. Doesn't have to have a man. I like it a lot. I like the energy. And then we have the Ten of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. There's a star energy, star card again, and the High Priestess. That's the tarot card reader of the Zodiac. Somebody's going to get their Ten of Cups. It could be this, you know, fiery energy, but also the star energy. It could be somebody very healing a situation. Also star-like quality, star-like energy. And it's a High Priestess. Somebody very intuitive, uses their... And it's some kind of ending, right? It's some kind of ending. Because then what we see, a Page of Wands, this is someone younger, starting out on a new path, or, you know, very inspired. This also could be a messenger or somebody bringing a message of passion, of business, something having to do with business, but starting out on a new venture. This brings a little instability with a Four of Wands energy. This could have been a twin flame or soulmate type of like partnership or energy or couple or something, and it's in reverse. We're going to get clarification, because then we have the Eight of Cups. Somebody's walking away. And that's Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy too. And that's because somebody called judgment on something. Now, I don't know if it's so much that they called judgment on another person. They could have. But it's more that they were following their soul for themselves. What is it like? What are going to be the best decisions for me and able to move forward to what it is that I want to accomplish, right? And so they walked away. If any of this resonates, make sure that you smash that like button. I really appreciate it. So yeah, on April 7th, Mercury retrograde finally ends. Thank goodness. This has been a fun one. And then on April 13th, Venus retrograde ends, and that's when like relationships and things in the your creative arts and stuff like that, it's going to go direct again. So it'll feel like, you know, people get their mojo back. Look, underneath the deck, there's that Four of Wands. Someone wants that stability. Someone wants things to be right again. Someone wants things to be ready for the opportunity that you've worked for. Somebody seeking celebration, stability, you know, home. It has to do with home and rest. For some of you, it could be romance, but like mirth, milestones, and community, right? What's interesting is that this month, for the cards that we pulled in the predictions, we also pulled the Queen of Cups. That was the first card that came out. So we're talking about a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, like feminine energy, but the Queen, right? She's very loyal. She's very dedicated. She's very motivated. She's also very wise and mysterious, mystical. And she knows a lot of things, a lot of things, right? But you don't make her mad, because when she's in reverse, then things get very dramatic and ugly. But this month we've got, we also pulled the Giving Birth card. And that's, if you're not pregnant or know somebody who is, it's giving birth to ideas, projects, you know, different partnerships, things like that, new career paths, things like that. What's this Page of Wands for Scorpio? What's the Page of Wands for Scorpio, spirits, please, for April 2025? Yeah, look at that. We have the Eight of Cups. So somebody really walked away. Make your decisions and take action with confidence. And that's somebody starting out a new path and moving with confidence. And here's the thing I always say about the Eight of Cups, and very strongly, this is Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. I think it's you, Scorpio, that did this. But it's like when you walk away from something, you're walking towards something better. And you just have to believe that. You have to know that. What is the Four of Wands in reverse? That came out. Okay, so then we've got the Five of Cups. So there is some instability. This could be you. This could be another water sign or another Scorpio, because we have the Scorpio card. Five of Cups is a Scorpio energy. And the message of this is feel your grief, but know that things will get better. I always call the Five of Cups my spilled milk card, because it's like, you can't put it back in the cup. You just gotta, like, can't go crying over spilled milk. You just have to turn around and realize there's still 2 cups that are full. And that's 2 cups is a relationship somewhere else, right? So it's like, yes, take time to grieve over what you've lost, but turn around and you've got the 2 of Cups there, ready for a new start, new relationship, whatever. And that's what somebody's doing, is just moving on to that brighter day, that bigger opportunity, right? What is this 8 of Cups in the future? What's coming in for Scorpio? So we got the Queen of Swords. Your clear communication expresses what's best for all. It's all about being intelligent, quick, complexity, graceful, observant, and perceptive. Now, I picked it up. I don't know which way it was actually lying, or laying. But when it's in reverse, it's also critical, cruel, overbearing, bitter, deceitful, unreliable, and dismissive. Now, if you are up against another Scorpio, because this card came out right here, that person could be in the reverse, right? And it just wanted to fall upright. So I feel like this is somebody who's moving on, and they're not changing their mind. The Queen of Swords is somebody who takes quick, decisive action, and it's not based on emotions and feelings, which is really crazy for a Scorpio, but also kind of not. We like to, it's like one and done. When we've made up our mind, we're not going to change it. Especially like if we bring out our stinger, oof, that's even worse, right? But I feel like in this energy, this is somebody who's just basing everything off of their fact, logic, wisdom, experiences, right? And instead of stinging someone, instead of, making it a bad or a worse situation, they're moving on. They just want to walk away, but they're not going to change their mind with that Queen of Swords energy, because what they're moving towards is this Knight of Pentacles energy. This is, taking a methodical approach to achieve your dreams, right? So, and I just looked up at the clock, and it's 10 a.m., right? But to me, that's 1,000%, right? So that was clarification that, like, Scorpio, what you're doing is you're making this judgment to walk on and move forward. If you haven't made that decision, it looks like you will be. And I mean, this is, everybody has their own free will, right? But this is what you're going to be doing instead, is taking a methodical approach to the next like stage of your life. So it's about being conservative, methodical, dull. Scorpio's never dull. Dependable, patient, clever, efficient, and responsible. So be responsible with your actions. And this, I feel that you are, and it's going to bring in some kind of like star seed energy, right? Like, I don't know, like, let's see what the Divine Energy Oracle says. So we also had the number 6 Waxing Crescent 4 card, and it's about self-love, and I feel that in here. This is like you having enough self-love for yourself, right, that you aren't going to tolerate a situation like you tolerated it long enough, but you're making the decision to move forward and just walk on, for yourself, because you love yourself. Then the next card was St. John's Wort, Radiance, and that's sun energy, and that's the happiest card in the deck, right? Now, St. John's Wort is a natural supplement that anybody can get over the counter. I'm not a doctor or medical professional. Consult yours if you need to, right? 1001 on the clock now, which is, reflective numbers, mirror energy, but also look up angel number 1001 for a message. But St. John's Wort, when you take it, it's a mood booster, mood enhancer. It turns that frown upside down. It makes you feel better. Gives you a natural boost of energy and happiness. It's like happy pills, right? And it makes you feel radiant again. When you smile and you feel radiant. Then the next card is the new moon, right? In Leo. So somebody could have their moon in Leo, but it's the shine card. And this is where I see the starseed energy come through. Somebody's going to walk away from one thing, and what they're walking towards, I don't know if you can see that. It's like the sun, but it's like the shining energy, right? Shining energy. Okay, what do we have for Scorpio, please? Underneath the deck, yeah, see? Hold on, can you see that? Go for your dreams. So if those of you are like really considering, what do I do? Should I move forward? Do I walk on, walk away, whatever? Spirit is saying, underneath the deck, you know what you need to do. You're making this judgment, right? Go for your dreams. You may have to take a slow, methodical approach, but go for your dreams. And then we've got Queen of Wands, again, underneath the deck, saying, you know, you can always call on your own natural confidence. But just make sure not to hold on too tight from, like, to expectations or ideas or things like that. You have to be very go with the flow, because when you hold on too tight, it can stop you from moving forward. It'll just slow you down, right? You don't want to do that. You're strong, energetic, and ready to take on the world. This is your time. Don't be afraid. Don't hold back. You don't need to. But go for your dreams. And then top of the deck, we've got be decisive, and that's it. That's it. Be decisive on what it is that you want and go for your dreams. Indecision, I think, is what led someone in this situation. It's what led to someone in this situation, or what led the situation to be. So it's like, if you're going to walk away, then walk away. Be decisive. But somebody is being decisive with that Queen of Swords. And are you kidding me? Queen of Swords with, like, walking on. Like, yep, we're doing that. I'm not going to deal with that. Not going to deal with that energy. And really what it is, I feel like what they're really just not wanting to deal with is instability in the home, instability in a workplace, instability, like something that makes another person really sad, right? But it's something that needs to be dealt with and cannot be controlled, right? So somebody could have walked away from a younger, passionate energy, and that's what kind of led to this instability and indecision. Okay. Last but not least. So then we also pulled the Picasso card, the Crystal Stone Oracle. And it's all about artistry. So I feel like, you know, what many of you are walking towards is exploring your inner creative. But this is what, again, brings out the starseed energy. This is what makes you unique. This is what, you know, helps you shine, puts you center stage. That may come around the 22nd. Like, you may be getting, like, recognized around that time, or the 20th. See the 20th and the 22nd. What do we have for Scorpio? Travel, school exams. Somebody may not be able to travel because of school exams and family. So underneath the deck, we've got purse, wallet. A purse or wallet contains the essentials: a driver's license, bus pass, credit cards, cash, business and ID cards, and perhaps a photo or something precious, a precious note tucked inside. So the one that shows up in your dream is carrying essential information too. A new purse or wallet might mean that it's time to update your outdated sense of identity. So if there's been a misplaced or taken item from you, you may be feeling insecure about finances, or that you're losing your individuality. Remember, though, the true essence of who you are can't be lost or taken from you. Slip a picture, coin, or note into your wallet or purse today to remind you of the message from this dream. So you could be having dreams about your purse or wallet, but that's underlying energy. Top of the deck, what's really on your mind is family. Okay, any form, any kind. So, family, bound to us by ties of blood, law, and or love. Family members appear in our dreams just as they show up in our homes and thoughts, a lot. So family is the foundation for personal development, including your sense of emotional security and your ability to form healthy bonds. So whether you dream of actual family members or people standing in for family members, notice their personalities and how they might be reflecting something of yourself back to you. Dreams of your parents. Some of you could be dreaming of your parents. Might clue you into issues with authority, expectations, or whether you feel nurtured. Sibling or cousin dreams might bring insight into your sense of belonging or not. Dreams of children, grandchildren, nieces, and nephews can refer to concerns about responsibility and legacy. Also note how you are fostering values associated with family, such as unity, love, and cooperation at work, in religious, recreational, and community settings. Today, have a conversation or take action to bring more understanding and honesty to a familial relationship, or parent your inner child with extra tenderness. But no matter what you do, be decisive in the decisions that you make surrounding this relationship, this conversation, this situation, whatever it is. I do believe that regardless of what transpires, you're going to be going for your dreams. And let me tell you, with that Umoja starseed card, you're going to be blossoming, okay? You just have to be decisive and take a methodical approach in how you get there. Scorpio, that's where I'm going to leave you for your April message. Last but not least, I do want to mention that, I use the Astro Dice now for the monthlies, and this is based on the three main principles of astrology. And the dice that I rolled for this month is South Node, Capricorn, and Third House. And when you blend all of those messages together, it basically talks about creative ideas, crafty, knowledgeable, and comfortable with your or their intelligence. And so I feel like, again, we were talking about giving birth to some kind of project or something creative like artistry or whatever it is. You need to go for your dreams, okay? And be decisive about the actions that you take in order to, express yourself with that star seed energy, okay? I really love this energy for you, Scorpio. As you know, it's Together We Grow. I always appreciate sharing this time and energy, connecting with you. I look forward to reading for you again in the very near future. If you're interested in a personal reading, make sure that you shoot me a message and or book with me. I have all of the information in the description below this video. It's also in all my links on my page. And drop a comment. Make sure you like and share. I will see you guys on the flip side. I hope you have a fantastic month of April. Happy 420, and I'll see you on the flip side. Peace.